Francis de Sales speaks about the virtue of gentleness or meekness, he's not talking about something passive or something weak. In fact, a famous sort of bumper sticker saying is attributed to him, and the quote goes, "Nothing is so strong as gentleness, nothing so gentle as real strength." He considers gentleness to be a character strength. It's the opposite, really, of anger. The ability to be meek and gentle with another person is a challenge. But if I practice the virtue of humility and recognize that I'm not perfect, and that I can live with that, and that I can grow in that, then the virtue of gentleness means I can accept that you are not perfect and live with that and grow with that. How often really does our outlook and interaction with other people expect more of them, expect really perfection from them? Take a silly example of driving a car on a multi-lane highway. You expect the other drivers on the road to know what they're doing. You expect them to know where you are. And so when someone cuts you off, you automatically, or I should say I'll try to practice humility here, I get upset with them. Well, gentleness is not screaming at the other driver. It's not getting upset with them. The difficulty is that I expected the other driver to be as good a driver as I am. And that's where we run into trouble in life. So practicing gentleness for Francis de Sales is effectively learning how to be graceful. Not in a ballerina kind of sense necessarily, but full of grace toward another person. Or to put it quite simply, it means being nice. And as we can see with what's going on in the world, we seem to have a lot less of that in ordinary interactions. If I can learn to be nice, and be nice at the get-go or at the outset, that's practicing gentleness. To give a very practical example, can I learn to say hello, or good morning, or good day, or something positive with which to greet the people I interact with? At the university here, we did sort of an informal study of students who are thinking about coming to college here. And we learned that if we can get the students to visit the campus, the likelihood of their enrolling the next year goes up by an astronomical sort of 90%, I think it was. And the reason is because our students have imbibed this spirituality to the point where even a high school student visiting a college campus, all the college students walking along the campus say hello to them, which is shocking. It shocks their parents even more that these complete strangers would say hello. It's a little thing. It's not something that's going to have great fanfare. It's something anyone can do, but it changes people's days. I often tell my students, try this little experiment, and it's something you can try on your own if you'd like. Spend half a day saying hello to everybody you walk past. Spend the other half of the day not saying hello to anyone, and see what the difference is. Again, it's a little thing. It doesn't sound like a spirituality thing, but if I'm doing that because I recognize the grace of another person's being a child of God, another person's existence made by God, then I'm doing something virtuous.